Welcome to the Bible Reading Journey, where we are traveling from Genesis to Revelation in a year. Today we are on day number 314 of the Bible Reading Journey. Today's reading itinerary is the book of Acts, chapters 24 to 26. And you might want to pause here and first read those chapters for yourself, and then join us back here for thoughts about today's journey. And today's journey is titled Paul's Three Trials. Your text notes has an outline of the book of Acts, and we are on section 2E of that outline. So trial number 1, Governor Felix. So Felix heard Paul's case and refused to make a decision. Verse 26 tells us he hoped that Paul would bribe him. And then we also read in verse 27 of chapter 24 that he left Paul in prison because he wanted to gain favor with the Jewish people. And he left him there for 2 years. Trial number 2, Governor Festus. Festus took over Paul's case that Felix left unaddressed. And despite the passing of 2 years, the Jewish leaders still plotted Paul's death. Festus also wanted to please the Jews, but Paul appealed to Caesar. Trial number 3, King Agrippa. King Agrippa visited Governor Festus, and during this visit, they discussed Paul's case. Then King Agrippa heard the case for himself. Paul gave his testimony before the king and many officials. The final conclusion was found in verse 31 and 32 of chapter 26. This man hasn't done anything to deserve death or imprisonment. He could have been set free if he hadn't appealed to Caesar. But as we'll see in tomorrow's reading, that appeal to Caesar gives Paul the trip to Rome that was God's will for him. Our thought of the day comes from the Daily Walk Bible. Only the willingness to suffer can redeem suffering. You might want to chew on that one a while. I did. Only the willingness to suffer can redeem suffering. The challenge of the day also comes from the Daily Walk Bible. Paul could have viewed his 3 trials before governors and kings as a bother. Instead, he welcomed them as a blessing. Not because they were pleasant, but because he knew they were purposeful. Trials. They come in all shapes and sizes, but the bottom line is the same. God wants you to rise above them, persevere through them, and emerge stronger from them. And our thought of the day is even flowers must grow in dirt. A little additional thought of the day. You can find in your text notes how to find us on email, Facebook, and YouTube. Happy travels today. See you next time. This is Lisa at Lighthouse. God bless.